phone. And she would ask me these questions, what are you doing? And I said, I'm working, I'm going to school. So, and, she's very concerned about my personal life. And then she welcomed me into the office. And she was very instrumental in who I am today as a father.
Word.
I am to my children as Avis was to me. There was never a time that she did not make herself available to me. There wasn't a time that she did not give me sound advice, instruction, it's like, I'm sorry, I just feel kind of like misty right now because, I just really love that woman so much.
Okay, we all do. Everyone in the ballroom scene community loves the icon, Avis.
And I think now, getting on topic again, a big problem with what's going on in ballroom today is that we've left out the dynamics of parenting.
Right. And you know what? It all begins with the house and how you raise the children.
Right. And, it's a thing, she was there for us, but she wasn't our girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, there's no shade to no one. You do what you do. But what works for me, I love my children to death, and they respect me as who I am to them. I'm not going to be your girlfriend. Okay, I'm not drinking with you. I'm not getting high if I did with them. And that's a big thing that's going on now. People are sleeping, getting high, partying. You lose. There's no boundary. Because you see, when you have charge over someone, you have a certain responsibility.
Right.
And part of that to maintain that, because, that's why people don't have no respect, and these people are house hopping.
Right.
Back then, we didn't have a lot of people that had 10,000 names behind their names. And I stand by the same thing that my mother stood by. It's like, listen, if you leave, baby, I wish you the best of luck, but just know that you can never come back.
Okay. Loyalty has been broken, honey.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't get, listen, one way or another, people have left Elite, on their own merit, never because of anything that has happened in the house, but because they felt we were always in ballroom, but not of ballroom.
Right.
Family has always been more important to me than ballroom will ever be.
Work.
Because to this day, my kids will call me from wherever. I have children that are teachers, that are counselors, that are doing so many wonderful things in their life, and they'll say, you know what, I just thank you for always being there for me, and loving me before I was even loving myself. Not just, there's no reward, there's no trophy that could top that.
Right. Correct.
So I've always set myself, I've never been popular, so to speak, in circles, in cliques, and ballroom, because I stand against all the nonsense, the foolery. It makes no sense. I'm not going to be your girlfriend to gain status. Everything that I have, I've worked for. When I tell you, they honored the right era at a luncheon in 2006. And many people say, oh, well, I didn't even walk that much, but thank you for the accolade there. And I say, listen, not for nothing, I walked my ass off.
Okay, safe, self-made.
Everything, if you call me a pioneer icon, whatever you call me, I deserve to be called that. I don't negate anybody that is an icon, legend, or what have you. But we weren't always worried about status back then. You were who you were. But I say to these children now, if you feel iconic, run with it, baby.
Okay.
You are who you are.
Feel it. Don't waste my time.
Right. But just know, don't ever try to come for the girls that really paved the way.
Ooh. Tell the bitch to get back.
And that some people have lost sight of the fact that you want to open your mouth and come against children that if it wasn't for them, you would never, be able to step on the runway floor. I see on Facebook these children coming attacking icons and pioneers, true icons.
Okay, shade.
I don't even want to get on that subject. But recently there was some foolery on Facebook concerning my dear brother Stuart. And that kind of upset me. I was like, there's just no respect. And in every society, every ethnicity, there is a thing of elders and of people that have come before them. They have the utmost respect. They are held in great reverence. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
Except for here. And I was the last person that tried me. They would never try another person. Okay. I remember back in the day, there were kids that I remember when I was walking, they were sitting on the sidelines wearing Coca-Cola shirts, sitting on the floor, watching me walk in awe. They came to me one day and said, if you're not ready to Montana, stay home. Well, yet you should have stayed home because I still won over you.
She should have stood home, honey, because you're not going to get it.
No. And when I say I reigned for a number of years, and I kept my promise. I said, if they one of you fatties went over me, I'll sit down.
Okay.
And I did. It was not that much to me. I used to give trophies away when they came to the house for a house meeting. I'm like, y'all want to take it?
I know that's right.
It meant nothing. You know what I'm saying? But, that was my moral life. And like I said, I'm always going to remain me. If I love the children that I have now, they're doing something with their life. When the ballroom is not the main objective, people are like, oh, elite, what is elite? I said, maybe you should look at it and read it in a dictionary.
Ooh.
And maybe you can understand the concept. It's a small privileged group set aside from the rest. The superior members of society.
Okay.
Elite.
Work. Tell us the story about elite.
So, back in '88, when Excited had the category, there were some top girls at the time. Of course, I was in my reign. There was Stewart. There was, what was Stewart doing? I think of LaBeija. There was Erica Donis. So we were the crowd pleasers. So we said, you know what, we need to get together because there's no way that anybody could win over us. So I said, what do we do? We said, just make a temporary house. So literally we were going to call it because as long as we walked under it, they weren't going to question it. We were going to call it the house of the last minute.
Okay.
And we were going to walk. But our co-steward back and said, you know what, I have an idea. We're going to be elite. He said, all right, Fab. I made 3 cohesive outfits. We went into the place. Minimal black children attended, but it was packed to the hill. Because, Extravagance was always mainstream. Okay. Always the press and the whole 9. We shut it down for vampires to the point they were taking the flowers off the table and throwing them on the stage at us. Because while everybody else was walking, we were standing on top of the tables in the tracks, like the high tables, or like pedestals. We were floating in mannequin poses. The whole Wild Grandpas is going on. Wow. And then when they finally called out to we did a mannequin turn, came off them pedestals and began to walk. They went straight runway. The place went crazy.
Word.
And after that night, Elite was born. Stuart went back to LaBeija, Eric went back to Adonis, and I set a precedent for the house.
Right.
At the time, the original Elite, you had to be 6 feet and over. There were no femme queens, and there were no voguing children. Because I didn't want to take the chance that femme queens in the beginning, those that didn't want to feel like shaving on any particular day, because it was a brand. I wanted you to look 100 all the time.
Right.
So, in the beginning, there's no shade, no tea. I just did not do femme queens. And then the voguing children always wanted to clean somebody's floor. If it was that important, let them bring them to the runway. Why waste your talent in the club?
Okay.
So the first femme queen that was admitted to the house was the icon, Miss Brenda Milan. At that time, her name was Jerica Elite. She was the first femme queen, mother of this house.
Work.
The first voguing child to enter this house was Lamar Elite Ebony. God rest his soul. And we went on from there. Second femme queen mother of this house was the icon Moldavia LaBeija.
Yes.
And we still kept up our rules. Yeah, and then during the evolution of ballroom, we began to be more open because I literally ballroom's first runway house. That is our claim to ballroom fame.
Wow.
We were the first runway house.
Yes.
And we was evolved to involve, I've been called the father of all-American runway. Even though I walked all types of runways and run all types of runway, it's a lot of my I walk according to moods and I dress according to moods. There was a ball that I walked, and while everyone was dripping in labels and so forth, I walked with a white t-shirt, jeans, boots, a cowboy hat, an American flag in my back pocket with a pack of raw Marlboros rolled up in my sleeve. And I walked the runway and won. Henceforth, All-American Runway was born.
Wow. Amazing.
So, I always tell people it's not always what you're getting, it's what you're presenting. It's like, there's going to be, if you want to see a ball of a different stature, a ball that represents what really ballroom should be about, October, and I'm making this little plug right now, October 17th in New York City, the House of Elite will be celebrating 27 years. The name of the ball is Iconic.
Word.
Celebrating 27 years of ballroom history in and around Elite. We will be honoring everyone that has ever come through the House of Elite. Many great people have gotten their start as an elite. Not just came in elite, but was an elite, served as elite, and eventually moved on. But their stature has always remained elite, and because of that, I honor them. That's with me, Elite Mugler Garçon, Sanaya Elite Ebony, Ashley Elite St. Clair,
yes,
icon.
Untouchable.
I lift at Elite St. Clair, La Perla. There's so many more that I can name, okay, but I'll be honoring them on this night. It will also be the first ever premiere of the Elite Standard of Excellence Awards, where we'll be doing a Lifetime Achievement and Ballroom Award. And this year's recipient will be no other than John Moschino, Infinity, and Brenda Milan.
All right.
And there are 5 other awards, which people will find out then. But just to put that plug, October 17th, New York City, the House of Elite 27th Anniversary Ball, Iconic.
Word. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Write that down, put that in your calendars, and make sure you are... Oh, you know what I wanted to go back to real quick, because you was mentioning when, you talked about the extravaganzas and the House of Extravaganzas came in the game, it was very crazy between the ballroom scene kids and the Latin children. What was that about? Like, what is the controversy between the Latin and the community?
I mean, it's no shade. It's no shade. I just think that
well, this is Ballroom Scene Radio. We need to know the true tea and nothing but the truth.
And they couldn't take it. At the end of the day, they couldn't take it. But the House of Extrava was so undeniable, but yet the House of Extrava opened the doors for the House of Ninja, for the House of Fields.
Word. Iconic.
They opened the door for diversity in ballroom. I don't care what anyone says. This is DEVIN speaking.
Yes, darling.
And if anyone negates what I'm saying or has an issue, they can see me personally, because I have no qualms about anything that I say.
Work.
Because if more people told the truth in ballroom, we'd have an accurate account of history. But you have people speak